Hi everybody, welcome to A Dad's Thing. My name is James and I will be your host. And this episode, I would like to talk to you about my new experience of being a homeschooling parent. In regards to the latest that is going on globally in our country, in our city, just worldwide in regards to the coronavirus pandemic. On Friday the 13th, yes, Friday the 13th, I received an email from my children's school that we would be out of school for a period of 3 weeks. And during that time, we would be homeschooling our kids. I have two daughters, beautiful daughters, age 5, a kindergartner, and age 7, a second grader. So for me being home with those two on different levels, I knew it would be somewhat of a challenge, and it has been, but there's been lots of joys, more joy than challenges so far. We've been home now for a week, and I just wanted to share some of the things that was going through my mind as far as preparation, how our days have gone, and just how the kids have taken to adjusting. This isn't a normal situation. Most parents, guardians, when they just decide what type of school they're going to for their, or decide which kind of schools that their children are going to, it's more of a choice. This situation was not a choice for us. We had to roll with the punches, we had to adjust, and we had to do the best that we can. And when I say we, I mean my wife and I. And it's definitely been a team effort. Last week, a week from today, on Sunday, we had all of our material that we had received 2 days prior. So we had to get this going pretty quickly. It was not the same as doing your weekly homework after school. This was definitely a bigger step. We had to follow game plans or school plans that their teachers have set out, and we have to be their teachers for the day. So my wife, is a great person that loves to prep, and she got the work together. She divided it into equal parts for the duration of the time that we are anticipated to be out. So we had manageable homework, daily lesson plans that I would implement while being home with the kids, and we would go from there. So that was a great help for me as I began on this homeschooling journey. Day one, the dad that I am, I wanted to make sure that we were in routine. So we woke the girls up, probably a normal time, a little bit later, because we didn't have to, transport and do all of those type of things, prepared lunches and things of that nature. So we got to sleep in a little bit later, but we were up in enough times to have breakfast, get dressed, and be ready for school at the normal time that they would be going to school. Wanted to keep their routine, so my children usually wear uniforms throughout the week. Didn't have to do that, but I didn't want them just in their pajamas and things of that nature. So at school, we have something called kind of a spirit day where the kids can dress up in their HCA gear. Basically what that is a sweatshirt, t-shirt, and sweatpants with their school's logos on it. So that's what we did. We put their sweatpants on and we put their shirts on, and that's the uniform that they wore for the day. We did our morning routine very similar to what they would have done while at school. They do their pledges, and then we sat down with their lesson plan all laid out. As I said, my wife laid all of those things out the night before to get us going. And that was really essential, and that's what she has done for the week that we have been home, for the first week that we've been home doing homeschooling, laid out all the work for the kids. So once they got to their workstations, they opened up their packets and they got to it. And I was really impressed with the girls. It really shows that they followed kind of similar patterns while at school. They knew what they had to do. They were familiar with the work. And when they had a little bit of difficulty or they had a question and needed clarification, they definitely asked me for that help. I thought it would be a little bit challenging because here I am homeschooling two different age groups, but quickly, I got a little bit of a hang to it. My little one had papers where she would have to do her penmanship and things of that nature, but there were also characters on those papers. So while I was helping her sister, I would just ask her to color those pictures to give her something more to do, something else to practice while I was helping her sister out. And that seemed to work. And we did that for the duration of the week. One of the things that I did find is that they got their work done fairly quickly. So if there was a packet of work, they would motor through it, and then that would leave us the whole day, kind of like filling in. But again, that's where my wife came into play, and she gave us little bits of extra work to do. Things like extra reading, penmanship, art, things of that nature, just to mix it up, but just to give us a little bit extra work to do. So we would have not so much as a lengthy day, but just be occupied and to be doing some things of learning. I am a very active person, and I knew the importance of getting the girls out for some type of recess and activities and jumping jacks and things of that nature. So first day we went on 2 walks, one in the morning and then one a little bit later in the afternoon after we had lunch, and we went out and got some physical activity. The next day I decided to get some aerobics in. So we did a kids Zumba session. Found some great stuff on YouTube. I'll put that in a link so everybody can see that and use that possibly as a resource. But yeah, we did different things like that, and we just built upon it throughout the week, and just speaking to our community of parents. Everyone has been great. Everyone has been sharing resources, tips that they've learned along the way, because we've had to do this fairly quickly, become homeschooling parents. Definitely not our normal run of the day, but we know we have to do what we have to do for our kids, so their learning continues while we are, in shelter in place currently, with the current state of affairs in the nation. So I just wanted to, give a first update from the first week. I will be coming back on a weekly basis and giving updates as I learn new tips, get more comfortable, just to share. Again, I'm not a homeschooling parent in its natural sense. This is something that has definitely been in a time of emergency, but I am embracing it. My wife is embracing it. Our community of friends definitely embracing it, and that's what it's going to take for our kids to continue to have a great learning environment, a learning experience, and it's only going to be as good as we are as parents. So we definitely are investing more time in the area, and it's not an easy thing, but together we can get it done, and we have to get it done for the sake of our children. So again, just wanted to touch base after the first week of homeschooling. We'll definitely give more updates as time passes, and again, as I said, as things settle in. We're scheduled for 3 weeks, but it could be a lot longer than that, from just certain reports that we're hearing. So we'll see, but we're definitely going to make the most of it. All right, thanks, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.